not having a father around affects
all your relationships. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Definitely it does. Definitely. I think you just learn. I think you just, as a man, whether you're aggressive, passive, whatever you are, it makes you learn things later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just makes you learn things later because you eventually got to learn them.
And you searching for stuff. Yes. I would say that I searched, that who I have become. And, if you know me, then you probably have, heard me say it, but I have just grabbed from everybody to create myself. We got the same father that, we wanted to be around more and we wanted to do stuff more, and it didn't happen. Right. Now, is that affecting me currently? I don't know. I don't know. But I mean,
I would certainly say it does. But
it affects you currently?
Yeah.
Oh, but do you think it affects me?
Yes.
Oh, well, in what way do you think it affects me? If you had to get, like, you be around me, so being that I wanted our dad to be around more and he wasn't, in what negative ways do you think that affects me? I mean, you could just, if you had to guess.
I think it affects the way. I think it affects the way, because I don't know if him being around us in his way that he was would have been good for us. But if he was a functioning dude and he was around us, it probably would change, some of the ways that you treat people. And not that you treat people poorly, but it would change some of the ways some of the ideologies that you have about being a man.
Such as, I'm just one of them. Sometimes I won't get offended.
Right, you're not gonna get offended.
Right. I'll fuck you up off the camera.
Off the camera, right? Yeah. No, just sometimes you harsh.
I'm harsh.
Sometimes you harsh. You know what I'm saying?
And you feel like the reason that I'm harsh is because of not, sort of not having a dad around.
Yeah, but not having a dad around that was functioning in that
teaching me how to not, and then it just turned to me being kind of harsh.
Yeah, because you interpret, you only pick up what you're gonna pick up that's around you. So so if you're picking up, that the way to be a man is this. It may be a small inception idea, and then it grows into whatever you are now. You know what I'm saying? And it just is what it is. Like for me, I feel like I had the opposite effect. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lot more passive because I just didn't have that around to just show me, okay, this is how you are around this situation. You know what I mean? I'm learning late.
So in us having the same situation, you figure that, and I'm more harsh, and you did the opposite, or you did something different, even though our situation was the same. Our situation, all right, Jackie, we check you out. Our situation made me harsh and made you
more passive, just more passive, not as assertive.
Even though it's the same situation.
Yeah. And I think it affected us both in a big way, because it's more of a part of
our whole life.
Yeah, it's our whole life. I think it affected us both in a big way. But again, I don't excuse myself from it. You know what I'm saying? I still say, me. I'll say this is the reason why, but I don't really talk about it. You know what I mean? I said it today, but I don't really talk about it like that. I just say, all right, cool. I'm gonna do some therapy, or I'm gonna do some of this or do some of that. I'm not gonna just, take that as I'm gonna bring that to every relationship. You know what I mean?
I can't call it, and I stopped trying to call it a long time ago. I can't call it. I can't call what made me whatever. I can't call it. And like I said, I stopped trying to call it a long time ago. I'm just like, look, I'm going to just try to do people right. I'm just trying to not get done wrong. I'm trying to stay ahead of you. If I feel like you going to get me, then I'm going to get you, because I don't want you to get me, and I don't want to be the one getting got. I want to be the one doing the getting. So I mean, but maybe that is from my childhood, but I just feel like nobody want to get got.
No, nobody wants to get got.
So everybody is, but some people are more on the offensive end of not getting got. Instead of just always playing defense. Some people are like, oh, you trying to get me? Well, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get you.
Yeah, I mean, I wish and for me, with some of the reputation that it comes with, like, I guess in some way, shape, or form, I'm glad that I don't have that. But sometimes I wish I did, because it get people off you.
Yeah,
it does. It gets people off you. But I don't want the reputation that it comes with, because then it can be interpreted as something else when you're trying to function in rooms. You know what I'm saying? Because, most of what people think about you and what they say about you, it doesn't happen in front of you. It happens when you're not there.
Correct.
So I never want to be the type where my reputation for getting people precedes me, or my reputation for, being harsh or being mean toward people, even if it's not true and it's not, it's not validated. Even if that opinion is not validated, it would be hard for me to be in rooms. At least my reputation is for being, kind or nice or whatever. You know what I'm saying? At least it's that. But then it's like it hurts me.
Yeah,
because it hurts me because that thing is.
I would say that, and I feel you, and I would say that you would rather have a reputation. In my mind, you would rather have a reputation that precedes you to get people up off you.
Yes.
In my mind.
Yes.
Because, I think that stops a lot of stuff from coming to me. Like, I don't want to have to always fight and fight and fight. I don't want to have to fight. I want some fights to be over before they start. Mm-hmm. I want some fights to be like, well, I don't think you want to mess with him.
Right.
I think that you might want to think twice about it. So I don't even have to get that fight. So I'm and I don't know how much it hurts me, but I'm happy that sometimes my reputation precedes me, and I don't have to do that fight, or I don't have to, be potentially, scammed or got, because they'd be like, nah, he ain't going for that.
But then again, it's like sometimes it may hurt you because it just does come off as harsh. So it's not a matter of people. Like, people may just be like, nah, he ain't gonna. Not that he ain't gonna go for my nonsense, but nah, he ain't. Like, he just mean or something, or he just harsh. Like, that may happen.
I would rather, I would rather correct that than
to correct the people.
Yeah. I would rather correct. I would rather somebody come to me and say, damn, like, I ain't know you was cool to talk to. I thought that you were an asshole.
It just weeds people out.
I would rather that than everybody trying to get at me because they think they can get at me, and I keep having to fight, and because they believe that I'm a pushover or that they can get over on me. I would rather them think that I'm an asshole and then correct the people that I want to correct and say, hey, I just don't like talking to a lot of people, but I'm not an asshole. That's what I go with. That's what I would go with.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's.
I would rather that one too. But but that's the thing. But I've always, like, for me, I've always not wanted that. I don't want that part. You know what I'm saying? Because I see it firsthand. Like, you're my brother, so I'm right next to you all the time.
You don't want what part?
I don't want the part that makes people not, that makes you seem unapproachable. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I feel you,
and especially
I feel you.
Go ahead.
I feel you, but even though you're in control of that part more than what you think. You saying you don't want the part to seem like you're unapproachable, but you can control the things, so you can approach people.
Yeah, of course. But
or you can. I mean, like you said, but you don't know who you missed out on because you don't know who.
Right? You don't know who says.
Yeah, you're correct.
Yeah, but that's the thing that that's a legit fear of mine.
That the fear is that you don't want to miss out on someone saying or
I don't want to miss out on opportunities
because people think you're an asshole.
Right. I never want to miss out on opportunities. And two, like, I mean, what would hurt me? It would really hurt me if at 41 I really have to, and not literally whoop somebody's ass, but I have to whoop somebody's ass, and then I whoop somebody's ass, and then my life is better. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, man, I've been not whooping people's ass for 41 years. You know
yeah, but I hear that. But my thing is that in my eyes, if you have whooped enough ass, or at least the fact that is known that I'm not just gonna be an easy ass whooping, then you don't gotta whoop no ass no more.
Yeah, I get.
I mean, I just feel like, I'm not saying I have won all of the battles, but I'm going to say that whoever's on the other side, they said that was a battle. Yeah. I don't want to do that anymore. Like, I saw that happen and I don't want to do that no more. So like to say that you don't want to do that, and you're right, you're 41 now. I'm talking about 20s and stuff that's a long time ago. And I'm like, well, I got that, so I don't have to. I don't want to do it either. I don't want to have a messed up finger or have an eye socket. Or I don't want to, because I don't care how bad you are, you're gonna get hurt in a fight. You're gonna get hurt. Trust me. It's not. Trust me. You're gonna get hurt.
Nah, I've been in some fights.
I'm just saying, you're gonna get hurt. So my thing is that I like the representation to precede me, so I don't have to do as much. I like that.
Nah, but I'm not talking against you. I'm talking with you.
I feel you.
Yeah, I'm talking with you. I totally agree. I'm just saying the reason I did it, you know what I'm saying, the way that I did it was because of that. And it just, I mean, not for nothing, it ain't necessarily worked out how I thought it was going to work out. So I do agree with you, but I just, I don't want to fuck up 41 years. So not having a father around affects
all your relationships. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Definitely. Definitely it does. Definitely. I think you just learn. I think you just, as a man, whether you're aggressive, passive, whatever you are, it makes you learn things later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just makes you learn things later, because you eventually got to learn them.
And you searching for stuff. Yes. I would say that I searched, that who I have become. And, if you know me, then you probably have, heard me say it, but I have just grabbed from everybody to create myself. Mm-hmm. I don't have a specific person, but I just say like, hey, let me, this person do that good. I'm gonna do that like this person, and this person do this good. I'm gonna do that like this person. But like you said, it takes a little bit longer to do it that way than just to have somebody to say, I'm just gonna do everything like they do, because
and it ain't nothing like I remember being little, and like, how you'll have like your mom say, oh, it's, everything is all good. We gonna be all good. And I remember daddy saying it, and I remember believing him and not really believing mama when she says everything is good. You know what I'm saying? Like, just it's something different about a dad saying, hey, it's all good. Like, we all good. Like, saying that, it's just different. You know what I'm saying? Then when you hear your mom say it, because it's just like, I don't really think we're okay. You know what I'm saying? So that, like, I guess my point is that, like, you would rather it come from your dad, because it's a lot more belief. Like, you're not grabbing just one thing from your dad. You grab most of your things from your dad. You know what I'm saying?
Because I mean, as a man, as you a guy, he a guy, so you grab you are grabbing most of your stuff.
Most of your things, and that's like even in fatherhood, like, I'm very conscious of that, because it's not a thing whereas you don't get to choose what traits your kids get from you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just grab stuff, like whatever Correct. It is, they just grab stuff. You know what I'm saying? So one may have this, the other may have that, and it's just like, oh snap, he got the bad things. I gotta tell him about how to, you know what I'm saying, navigate that, because I just figured it out, or I haven't figured it out yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I it wasn't. I don't know. I never looked at it. Of course, you can't look at stuff as a bad thing when you don't know no different.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I didn't know any difference until I got older to understand what was supposed to be, to understand that it was bad. I mean, in my mind, I'm thinking that it's all good, because I'm just like, well, this is just my regular life, and it's just all good. Like,
I knew what I was missing at 10.
Yeah, well, you much smarter than me.
This is what happened. You remember?
Okay, well, tell me what happened. You was 10. I was 8. I was probably somewhere like playing with the Super Soakers.
No. You was probably somewhere showing people pictures of me and irritating me and telling
people
my middle name.
You taking shots right
now. Oh, okay, cool.
I was just are you hurt? Are you still hurt? Are you still hurt?
Still hurt.
Are you still hurt?
I'm in therapy right now.
Okay. Finish what you saying.
No, but 10 years old, we just went to James Cousin, the school that we went to, you know what I'm saying? We eventually graduated from the middle school that we graduated from.
Mm-hmm.
And I go there, I'm new, and it's another guy that's new. I don't know if you remember Nick Jones that I went to school with or whatever.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah. So we're locker partners because, you know what I'm saying, we both knew and nobody knows us. We don't know nobody. So we're locker partners, and we eventually became really, really good friends.
I figured y'all like nobody, we won't steal from each other.
Right, because the niggas is from the projects. I hope they're not looking.
The nerve of you.
But no. So the school was across the street from the projects.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the kids are very, very, you know what I'm saying, they from the hood. Like we were from the hood, but we just weren't from the projects. You know what I'm saying? So there's a bunch of kids that's from the projects. I mean, I'm new, I'm getting picked on, you know what I'm saying, and all of that. Really nobody picked on him though. You know what I'm saying? I was a bigger kid at that time. He was like small compared to most of the kids, but nobody really messed with him. He could really express himself well. He read the newspaper at 10. He you know what I'm saying? Like he was very articulate, very like emotionally aware. I mean, if I'm thinking about it now, he's very emotionally aware. He can express himself very well, and it didn't seem feminine even when he was talking about his feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel this way. It didn't seem feminine. It seemed very regal.
He was at 10 doing this.
10.
And they was fucking you up and they weren't messing with him.
They wasn't messing with him.
Okay, continue.
You know what I'm saying? And I would try to mimic everything that he was doing. He was my best friend. You know what I'm saying?
So you'd be like, let me get the sports section. I want to read the paper too.
Right. I would try to mimic just all of the things that he was doing because it seemed like that was the thing that people weren't messing with. You know what I'm saying? They weren't messing with the way that he was, the way that he acted. You know what I mean? And the things that he did. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, he played basketball the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? But bullies never. Go ahead.
So I'm saying, like, so get to the point to where you realize.
So what happened is that I'm trying to mimic him, and it's not working at all. It's just not working. You know what I'm saying? The same stuff is happening, and I'm like, man, why ain't this shit hitting like that? And then I met his dad, and his dad shook my hand, looked me in the eye, just like Nick does. You know what I'm saying? And said, man, it's really a pleasure to meet you. My son speaks so highly of you. You know what I'm saying? You seem like a really good guy. It's very good. And he expressed himself. The way that his mannerisms were the same as Nick's and everything. And I'm like, man, I'll never be able to do what he's doing because he's getting it from the source. He's getting it.
You had that introspective at 10.
At 10. But the thing of it was, it wasn't like I'm saying it now. I was like, it was at 10. I was like, man, he got a daddy.
That's bull.
That's bull. He got a daddy, man.
He cheating.
Yeah, but he was getting it from the source, and like I could tell by the way his dad, like the way he hugged his dad, the embrace. He took everything from his dad. You know what I'm saying? And he was like happy to have him as a dad. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't. He just gave us. It seemed like he gave his son all of those things, all of the. Being a kind person, being thoughtful, being all those things. And it's just like, man, I ain't got none of that. So I don't really know how I'm going to get it.
And that's when you realized.
I realized I was missing something.
You was missing something.
Yeah, I was missing something. Or the thing that I was missing was that kind of figure in my life. And, we got uncles. We got an older brother. I would try to grab stuff from Robert, grab stuff from Pooh.
Exactly. Like I said, that's what I thought that was just what you do. You just grab a lot of good stuff from a lot of people and you put it together and you try to, come up with something. Yeah, that's what I figured that you had to do. Like, because obviously, everybody got good characteristics and bad characteristics. You're not going to find nobody with just 100% good characteristics. So I just, in my mind, I said, let me take their best characteristic. Whatever they do the best, that's what I'm going to take from them and put in my tool belt. Because, that probably is the thing that they could teach me or that I could grab from them the most is what they do the best. So
I continue to like try to do that even now. Like I have like some of our family members. I'll just if I'm talking to them, I'll keep them an extra like hour or so purposely just to like grab stuff from them. Just maybe ask a question and see them talk or. What would they do in this situation? And, of course, like, uncles, Robert, whatever, what I'm saying? Just to keep them a little longer, just to kind of hear, what they do or what's their next move or what are they thinking about, what I'm saying? Just to get something. But it's just like, it's nothing like having a person that like a consistent person that you can go. That's a good person too. That's gonna think, oh, this is my son. I have to like put these things in his life. I have to be 20 or 25 years ahead of him as far as what he's doing. So let me learn these things so that when it's time for him to go through it, I can actually give it to him. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But like that just ain't what it is. Cause I mean, like as wonderful as, our family is, uncles and all that stuff, they really, that we're not their sons. What are we doing now?
I'm doing something. You can keep talking. I don't know.
Cool. We're not their son, so they're not gonna be at our every beck and call. You know what I'm saying, for the things that we may need. You know what I'm saying, in our lives. So you know what I mean.
That was a good therapy session that you had there.